Hey, welcome to Truth Talk Tuesday. All pain, all things we go through are relative. Whatever you're going through sometimes can seem like the biggest thing that anyone's going through out there. And you know what? Maybe sometimes it is. But to everybody, it's relative. The pain is relative. The struggle is real. And, I just wonder, what do we do with our struggle? What do we do when it just seems to be overwhelming? It seems to be like we just cannot handle this. There's no way. And, God never promised us that He wouldn't put us through more than we can handle. He says He'll be with us in it, but He actually promises hard times and suffering. And He doesn't do it to punish us. He doesn't do it because He doesn't love us. It's just the way the world is. It's the fallen world that we get to redeem, that we get to bring heaven back to every day. We get to bring heaven to earth, as we talk about a lot. But Andrew was out in Asia last week and had a conversation with one of our alumni. I graduated from G42, and they are in the anti-sex traffic industry in Asia, and I can't give the names or anything, but they rescued this 5-year-old little girl whose family was going to sell her into the sex trade. They have to do that sometimes just to eat and to have milk, and I know it doesn't make sense to any of us. Everything's relative, right? But they just taught her for a few months. She went back to her home. Her grandmother actually came and got her and took her back. And they were trying to make her pray to Buddha in the living room, and she just wouldn't do it. She said, "Look, I don't pray to a statue. I pray to a living God." This little 5-year-old refused to. The mother spanked her, beat her, and she still refused. She still wouldn't do it. In her tears, she said, "No, I can't." The grandma saw such faith in the little girl that she gave her life to the Lord and decided to follow Jesus instead of Buddha. Amazing. And they took her back. And then there was a little 7-year-old girl who had to go testify against the man who'd raped her. 7 years old. I want you to catch this. And they're walking into the courthouse, and the instructor said, "Look, I'm going to pray for you right now that you'll have strength to be able to do this today." And the little girl said, "No, this is my responsibility. I need to be the one to pray because I'm the one who has to face him." And so she prayed this radical prayer. And so, it doesn't really matter what we're going through. It really doesn't matter what comes our way. We have to learn how to hold really bad news and really good news the same way, because we rule our emotions. We rise above the chaos, and we bring authority through prayer and through life and through choosing joy in the midst of suffering. That peace that surpasses understanding, that Galatians 5:22, that peace isn't an emotion, it's an actual essence of Christ in our lives. And so I just want to tell you on this Tuesday, Truth Talk Tuesday, you've got to learn and find joy. You've got to learn and find peace. Grace is given to us, but we have to find mercy. And so I just pray that in your life today. Have a great Tuesday. God bless you.